Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Go Bananas Comedy Club, Cincinnati's home for stand-up comedy. Wednesday night, let me hear you make some noise! All right, we have a few very simple rules here at Go Bananas. Please turn off all of your cell phones, keep your table talk to an absolute minimum, and no heckling the comedians or you will be asked to leave. With that out of the way, make some noise for your family and friends that you're here to see tonight at the Go Bananas Pro-Am. And please help me welcome to the stage your host and MC this evening, the very funny, the very talented Phil Pointer.
Go Bananas Wednesday night. How's everybody doing? Everybody good? Yo, it's like 30 people in there and I heard from 6. We gonna try this again. How's everybody doing? Everybody good? All right then. Have some energy in this, folks. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate y'all being here. I'm gonna start us off, tell you a little bit about me. I turned 50 back in February and I'm happy about that, but I'm also very happy to be here. I am. I'm happy to be here mainly because last year I was a victim of gun violence. I was. I'll tell y'all what happened. I was hanging out with some friends of mine outside of a bar, and it was the end of the night, and we saw a couple of guys off to the side having an altercation. We thought it got squashed because they went their separate ways. So I said goodnight to my friends. I got about 10 or 15 yards away from the bar. All of a sudden behind me, I hear, yo, he's got a gun. It just pop, 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 pop. So I take off running. And after about 5 yards, my 49-year-old body showed me that I should never go from 0 to 60 that goddamn fast. At least not without some warm-up, you know what I'm saying? But no, I didn't get that warm-up, so I take off running, catch a cramp in the back of my leg, fall to the ground, skin up my elbow, and smash my phone. Which means that I was a victim of gun violence. Anytime we talk about victims of gun violence, we talk about the person who got shot or their family. Nobody talks about the old fat motherfucker that suddenly had to run for his goddamn life. For that second, I thought I had gotten shot. I did. Because the cramp I caught in the back of my leg was the same size as a bullet hole. So after I dragged my sore ass off the ground, get to my car, start checking my pants, see if they're wet, see if I'm bleeding. Once I realized my pants were dry, first thought I had was, yo, thank God I didn't piss my pants. Wow. Look, all I'm saying is if I'd have pissed my pants, they'd have been wet. I'd have ran straight to the hospital to deal with some overworked, underpaid nurse who'd have been like, sir, that's not blood, that's piss. Get your punk ass out of here. Y'all better loosen the fuck up. Y'all came to see your friends and family. Y'all act tight like this around here. They ain't gonna invite y'all asses no more. They always say you should never Google during a medical emergency because it can make you think you have something you don't really have. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. One day you're sitting on the couch, then out of nowhere you get the worst pain you've ever had of your life sitting right here in the middle. So you're like, yo, I need to find out what this is. And you Google, it's like, fuck, this is the sign of a heart attack. So you flip over to your phone function and you dial 911, and just as your thumb gets ready to hit that last one, you let out the deepest, most satisfying fart you've ever let out in your life. And you suddenly feel better. Like it's a fart so satisfying, it feels like your soul is crying out in relief. Just, oh yeah. I had a medical emergency and I had to learn that lesson the hard way myself. I did. I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. I'm gonna tell you now. I'm gonna be a little gross to start the show. I apologize, but I promise y'all it's for the story. So just ride with me. I was taking a shit. I could have said that better. But when I went to wipe, there was blood on the toilet paper and it freaked me out. Because at my age, all I know that causes that is colon cancer. And there's a history of cancer in my family, so I'm like, fuck, is this what's gonna take me out? So I Googled so I could find something less lethal, and that was a fucking mistake. Because what I found out it could be was internal hemorrhoids. Do you motherfuckers not know what a hemorrhoid is? Is that what all this silence is about? Well, for me and the one person who said hell yeah in the back that no, the rest of y'all I'm gonna tell you, a hemorrhoid is a little itchy pouch of volcanic lava that forms right by your asshole. Before I read that sentence, I didn't feel anything at all, nothing. The moment I read that sentence, I suddenly felt the urge to scoop my ass across the carpet like a dog. I immediately closed Google and was like, fuck, I hope it's cancer. I really did want to know what it was, so I made an appointment with my doctor. My doctor said everything looked fine, but they wanted to give me a colonoscopy just because of my age. I'd heard of these before, but I was nervous, so I didn't know what to expect. But the colonoscopy itself went smooth. The only issue I had was this prep solution they have you to drink before the procedure. Don't get ahead of me. But it's this prep solution. It's 4 liters of this stuff you have to drink. And what they tell you it does is that it liquefies everything in your system so the camera can get a good view. That's what they tell you. What they don't tell you, however, is that that solution turns your asshole into a pressure washer. Y'all don't understand. The first time I used the bathroom after drinking that stuff, the bowl was cleaner than when I sat down. I was like, hell, if I put this at some houses, I can make some money. Call it Browntown pressure washing. We ready to keep this show going, ladies and gentlemen? Come on, give me the energy I asked you for. We ready to start the show. Thank you, thank you. All right, real quick, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Exits, if something happens crazy, emergency exits are over there, and back the way you came. Also, our bathrooms are out by the back door. If you go that way, you just go into the kitchen. So go that way, all right? All right, let's go on in and get that energy back up for our next comedian, y'all. Come on, come on, come on. Keep that going for Erica Russell.
Oh, give it up for Phil, guys. Y'all don't know this, but every Cincinnati comedian does. We've got a Facebook group called Victims of Phil Pointer's Vape Pen. Whatever the hell that man has in his vape pen is not of this earthly world. You take one hit off that shit and you're gonna be on Neptune for 5 fucking hours, man. I took one hit of Phil Pointer's vape pen and I ended up at Steak and Shake seeing a Native American shaman. And then I slept in a fucking pine tree. It was a great New Year's Eve. Thank you, Phil. You guys like lizards? Oh my God. This is Rosie. What, you guys have never seen a titty lizard before? What's up? It's all the rage in Europe, dude. It's like a fashion accessory. That's my girl. Yeah, it's real. Her name is Rosie. She's a bearded dragon. I adopted her from a Townie, Connecticut pet store. She'd been left in a basket, actually, like fucking Moses or something, outside this shady-ass Townie pet store called Amazing Animals with a Z. And somebody left her in a basket, and they were like, this is my boyfriend's lizard. He died of a heroin overdose, and I can't take care of her anymore. And I was like, bitch, you gotta be in heroin too, because there's not much to take care of. All she needs is like mealworms and kale. She's my spirit animal, man. I get to be like Khaleesi now, only drunk and fat. It's fun. Yeah, I love my teddy lizard. She's my emotional support animal. When I got her, the vet was like, she's registered, dude. I have her registered. I can legally take her anywhere because she's my emotional support animal. I don't know. Something spoke to me about her. My lease didn't allow for dogs or cats. And like, I moved out to Connecticut to be with a mailman I met on Twitter. Because I make really wise life choices, guys, with men. Really, really wise ones. And I was like, well, I can't have a dog or a cat. And he left me because I called him out for being in the mafia, and that's true. It's true. Like, he was talking to my mother about diamonds for my engagement ring. And I was like, Lonnie, is your family in the mafia? And he's like, no, babe, no. The next day, literally, he was gone. He never came back. So this is my only friend for like months, man. My Rosie. Love her. Yeah, but the doctor was like, well, technically, she's morbidly obese. And I was like, fuck you, dude. Do not body shame my beautiful daughter, okay? She's big and she's beautiful. She's the Lizzo of lizards. Leave her alone. What else was I gonna talk about? It's Suicide Prevention Month, guys. Is anyone else thinking about it? Just me? Hey-o! You're gonna see my buddy Blake Hammond in a little bit. He's very, very funny. A couple of years ago, he collaborated with Patton Oswalt. You guys know Patton? And they did a Twitter campaign for Suicide Prevention Month. And the whole gist of it was make something funny about suicide so that we can all talk about it instead of do it, right? So I went extra credit and I wrote a song. Would you guys like to? I don't play anything. Can I just sing it for you? Okay, let me see if I can get my breath. Life is a bitch, and then you die, and think you'll finally get some relief, but don't commit suicide, 'cause no matter what you believe, the pain continues even after you're dead, and chances are you're going to hell. All major religions throughout the world have the same old story to tell. If you're a Jesus-loving Christian and do yourself in, brace yourself for hot damnation for your cardinal sin. If you want a Jewish burial, you're totally screwed. They won't do it if you kill yourself or get a tattoo. If you're Muslim and you off yourself, Muhammad said that you're doomed to hurt yourself forever after you're dead. If you're Buddhist and you don't want to exist anymore, you'll have to light yourself on fire while protesting a war. If you're a Scientologist, you're fucked, dude. There's nothing I can do for you. If you're a Hindu, what's the point? Because your soul never ends. You'll just lose all your good karma and then get born again. Check out Dante's Inferno if you like to read. He says DIY, deathers become bleeding trees. Or let's say that you're an atheist and at your wit's end, you'll be remembered as an asshole by your family and friends. So if life and death both suck, use religion as a crutch to remind you that you're fucked either way. You guys are so fun. Yay, we're gonna have a great show. Thank you. It is my privilege and pleasure to bring up a very, very dear and old friend of mine. Give it up for the beautiful mother who is still hot, Faith Mueller, everybody! Woo!
Keep it going for Erica Russell. She's got pipes. I didn't know she could sing. I'm so excited to be with you all this evening. I'm having a very exciting week. I got a new shirt. Yeah. I got a new shirt, and it's very exciting because this is one of those onesie shirts, which is awesome because it snaps between my legs over my underpants. So now when I take off my pants, I look like a creepy adult baby waiting for a diaper change. This one's especially great because it's not only a onesie, it's also a thong. Nice. I bought a thonged onesie shirt by accident, and I didn't even return it because I don't know who the fuck I am anymore. Instead, I just wore it around underneath my clothes all night. Like I got a dirty little secret. The secret is I'm a creepy, sexual adult baby with shit on my shirt. Because it's in my butt. 2023 and the shirts are in our butts. How is that progress? It's terrible. It was really hard to get out here tonight. It was difficult because I was having a wife swap marathon in my living room. No, nobody was fucking each other's wives in my living room. That is disgusting and not godly. It was just me watching wife swap by myself all day. It is so good. Do you guys remember that show, Wife Swap? Yes, now you can watch all of them on Netflix. The two families switch moms and they're like, this will be fine. One's as good as the next. And it's not fine. You find out at the beginning of the show it's not gonna be fine. Because the announcer announces the moms. This week we're meeting the McKennas from New Jersey. Mom Stacy eats Adderall and cleans her house all day. Her children go to private school and have black belts in Taekwondo. She's switching places with the Johnsons in Tennessee. Mom Mary is a disgusting pig whose house smells like garbage. Her kids are bad and they call her the C word. What could go wrong? What's gonna happen in the show? I don't know. They're gonna fight the whole goddamn show. Until finally, like, the fat, lazy dad is like, I ain't cleaning the kitchen, that's women's work. And then he gets on a dirt bike and rides into the woods and disappears for the rest of the show. Just gone. I ain't doing these rules. And then they sit across from each other like they're gonna resolve their problems. And they're just like, I hated being at your house. I hated being at your house too. That's the show. That's the show I love. And there's like 25 seasons of it. The same episode over and over again. I'm gonna leave you guys with this. I finally got to go on a date night with my husband the other night. Yeah, it was great. I got to go out to dinner, on dinner date with my husband. We got to go, after dinner I ordered an after dinner drink. I ordered an Irish coffee. And they're so good. They're whiskey, they're coffee, they're sugar, they're cream. They're my whole world in one beverage. But as soon as the server dropped that drink off at the table and I took one sip, I could hear my stomach. And my stomach was like, hey, idiot. I was like, oh, hey, stomach. She was like, hey, as your stomach, I just wanted to remind you that your digestive system typically can't handle coffee and liquor separately. And I know you are feeling very, very confident this evening, but you are going to be shitting in this O'Charlie's very, very soon. Oh, well, thanks for the heads up, stomach. She was like, girl, this is barely a heads up. You are having diarrhea in 5, 4, 3, 2. I was like, oh my God, no, not here. This is a brand new onesie. Thank you so much for listening. So much. Thank you. Please keep that energy going for the very funny Amber Nicole with an H. Yeah, keep it going.
Hey everybody, how you doing? You have to excuse me for sitting down, but I've got a few reasons I need to sit down today. I cleaned Saturday. I cleaned Saturday. Thank God for meds. With Percocet and Adderall, things are possible. I've been there since 2015, about 8 years. Got my bedroom, my kitchen, and my living room cleaned. I'm hoping within the next 8 years I can clean the other half of the house. I really made a mistake when I made my ex-husband move out. All I had to do was be a glorified babysitter to our son and suck his dick once a week, and poof, all the dishes were clean and the laundry was put away. Definitely fucked up on that one. Don't get me wrong, the house wasn't clean by any means, but he made sure that my enclosure was that I had no debris when I grazed around the living room to the bedroom into the bathroom and back. So, yeah, I was a big girl, so naturally I have a great personality. Several great personalities, actually. I was really big. So I'm tired. Second reason, I'm a parent, and I need the break. That's why I'm sitting down. Any parents in here? I don't know how y'all have the energy. Man, I have one child half of the time, and I can't keep up. One child half the time. But they don't listen. They don't listen. I cannot tell you how many times I've told my son things and he just doesn't listen. I got a call from his school the other day, not even a week into school. And his principal said, "You need to have a serious talk with your son." I said, "Oh no, here we go." They said he was looking up how to make homemade bombs at school. All right, I got this. He gets home, and we had a serious talk. He walks in, I said, "How many times do I tell you to turn off your Wi-Fi at school?" "We have unlimited data, bro. Use that shit." To be fair, I probably shouldn't have asked him to look that shit up for me while he was at school. So probably not his fault. And thirdly, the third reason I'm sitting here in this chair is actually for support of one of my favorite comedians. He's the best sit-down stand-up, and I'm disabled, so I appreciate accommodations on the job. As you may have guessed, my favorite comedian is Bill Cosby. Probably should have told you that before I gave you that drink. But hey, free drugs is free drugs, am I right? Hey. Apparently the only ones that don't appreciate free drugs are stupid white bitches. I'm sorry, I don't care how you feel. People have tried to get me to change my mind, but it was the 60s. Most of those women were white. It was the 60s. Most of those women were white. Do we really think that nobody would have believed the white women over black men in the 1960s? Come on now. They're just mad they didn't have talent. Seriously, you go to a hotel room at 3 a.m., you know what you're getting. Free drugs, don't bitch. Anyways, so many people have tried to get me to change my mind about Bill Cosby. They're very relentless. So finally they wore me down. I've been doing a lot of thinking and thinking about what's important in life and what I should do. And well, I did finally change my mind. Change my stance on rape, actually. Just change my stance on rape. So now that doesn't matter. Who gives a fuck? Enjoy the drugs and have a good time. So that's my set, guys. I appreciate you all letting me have a seat and take a load off. I would now like to bring out the very funny, I saw him at the tap, Blake Hammond.
Yes. I agree with everything she said. We have the same beliefs. Yo! What the fuck, dude? tell any tales out of school, but I think rape is bad. I'm just gonna let you guys know where I stand on the issue. I know maybe I don't look like I would say that, but woo. Anything I bring up now is gonna seem weird. I got jokes. I have a lot of jokes. All right, everybody settle down. We've all been in the room. All right, I'm gonna try to tell some jokes. I've been sober for 8 years. No, do not clap. Tonight's the night. I'm over it. I'm done. I'm fucking done, dude. Free drugs. That's what I heard. I said, yes, please, sign me up for the free drugs, maybe without the stuff at the hotel, but I would like the drugs. I had so much stuff I wanted to work on, dude. So much stuff I wanted to do. Fuck, man. Oh my God's right, sister. No, I've been sober for 7 years, and dude, when people find I'm sober, they're like, "Oh, I bet drinking holidays are hard for you, like St. Patrick's Day." And I'm like, not really, because like drinking wasn't my problem, you know? Like if there was a holiday where we snorted Percocet in the bathroom, that would be an issue. So Easter's tough, but he is risen. No, it's done. It's done. It's for dumb people. Dude, in the 16 years I did drugs, I had 3 drug dealers. I never knew any of their real names. I only knew their nicknames, and their nicknames, I swear to fucking Christ this is true, were Booby, Porky, and Spanky. Which sounds like I was just buying drugs from the Little Rascals. Like, I gave them money. I'm surprised they weren't like, I got $1, I got $1. All right, hell yeah, that joke works. That's funny. That's funny. It's going in the act. That's really good. Thank you, Booby. Damn. All right. What else do I want to work on? Oh yeah, my buddy had a kid recently. They named it London because that's where the baby was conceived. Yo, I'm so glad my parents didn't do that to me, dude. I would come up here like, "Hi, my name is Lollapalooza Hammond. This is my sister Waterbed. And this is my little brother Jamal." He was supposed to be named The Mall. They just got it wrong at the hospital. Plus my mom fucked a black guy, so fuck yeah, dude, that rocks. Hell yeah. There was enough black people in here to do that joke, and I said, I'm gonna do it. Usually there isn't. Alright. Well, that seems like a good place for me to end. So thank you guys so much. I'm Blake Hammond. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yes. All right, hell yeah. Okay, so this next dude is doing stand-up for the first time ever, so it's really hard, and he is a fucking great dude. So give your love and give your attention to Chuck Minko, everybody.
Man, give it up again for Blake Hammond, everybody. Wow. Well, as Blake said, this is my first time ever doing stand-up, so thank you for bearing with me on that. But I feel pretty hopeful this is going to work because, well, I read this book, and the book said there is a foolproof, one-question funny test. And the question is, are you Jewish
Italian, or black. So I figured game on. I mean, I got that one covered. So yeah, that didn't work too well, but it's all good. It's all good. I'm actually also a pastor at a place called Crossroads. You might have heard of that. So I'm a pastor at Crossroads. So no matter how this goes, thousands of people will see it. So I'm not saying you have to have your A game tonight, but I might want to think about that. But I'll be honest with you, the challenge really as a pastor is not getting on stage. The challenge is going to be getting me off the stage. You know what I mean? Especially because I know you guys can't tell this with all the lights, but because I'm a black pastor. Can we be personal tonight? Can we be personal? I've been black all my life. I really have. I was raised by black people, and as somebody just said, long-winded, I grew up in the black church. It's amazing. There's air conditioning in here tonight. I'm not used to that from the church. I had 3-hour services when I went to church. I was 23 years old before I actually watched an NFL football game live on television because I was in church while that was happening. So I'm going to give you a little warning. You might find yourself in a black church. This might be helpful. The pastor at some point is going to say, and I'm closing with this, don't believe it. Don't believe it. They might not even be at the halfway point of their message yet. I just want you to know that. So they told me I have 5 minutes tonight, and don't believe it. I'm going for a tight 45-minute set here. I'm also a husband and a dad, and I really love that. So I want to give a shout out to my wife, who decided not to be here tonight. She's not even. I also want to give a shout out to my kids, who also aren't here tonight. My kid said, "Dad, it's a school night." What kid uses that as an excuse? I was pretty upset. So I said to my kids, WTF? Where's the faith, kids? That was a dad joke. That one worked. All right. No, seriously, I love my family, and they love me too, I think. But kids are a gift and a game changer. I love being a parent. And one of the best things about being a parent is that you can absolutely embarrass your children. That's the best part of being a parent. Can I get an amen on that from parents? Yes. You can embarrass your kids. You know that overzealous dad at all the sports games? Yeah. I don't know that person either, right? Me? Really? I mean, look, I never yell at a ref. I never curse out a ref. I just tell the ref they're going to hell for that last bad call that they made. I don't yell at kids on the other side of the field. I just speak truth and love to their parents that their kids are no good at this sport. And I don't run on the sideline and high-five my kids. No, before the game, I'm anointing my kids with oil. You will win this game in Jesus' name. That's what I'm doing as a parent. But I can't blame my kids, though, for feeling embarrassed because something happens to all dads. All dads take the trail from cool to corny. I used to be cool. I had fly gear growing up in the 90s. I had fly gear. You know, I had the dope fade. I had an arrow that was carved into my head that pointed down my back. I don't know what it was pointing people to, but I certainly wasn't pointing them to Jesus, y'all. I'm just saying. And now when I ask my kids, hey, what's my style? They say, Dad, you're NPC. I don't know what that means, but I'm thinking it's just like, nah, pretty cool. That's probably what they're saying to me. I don't know. The other day, my son said to me, yo, Dad, that's Gucci. I said, no, I'm pretty sure I bought this at Target. It wasn't Gucci. But at least I can physically dominate my kids. No, I can't even do that now. Even those days are gone. My son is now taller than me, and he's now calling me little man. I was like, man, I'm not Kevin Hart. You can't be calling me little man. This ain't DraftKings. But I've been humbled by my kids on many occasions when I try to physically dominate them, and it usually ends up with me in urgent care. When I was coaching my son in basketball in 5th grade, I decided, it was like Shaq versus all these little Kevin Harts. I said, I'm going to show these kids what it looks like to go to the hole. And so I decided to go to the hole, but my niece said, not today, NPC, not today. Wound up crippled for a week. I mean, it was really painful. So, and I'm going to close with this. Wait for it, right? My kids and my wife, I love them because they help me not to take myself too seriously. And let me tell you, life is better when you don't take yourself too seriously. Because sometimes when you do, you think you're going to end up in the NBA, and you wind up ending up in the emergency room after all. All right, that's all I got. So let's close our eyes. We're going to pray. I'm just kidding. We're not going to pray. You guys have been great. Thank you so much. And coming to the stage now, my friend, a great comedian, Zach Lycuff, everybody. Give it up.
It's his first time on stage. He wants to take a selfie. Clap for him. Incredible. Thank you. Thousands of people are going to see that. One more time for Chuck Mingo, everybody. Oh, man. That's so fun. Did you say that's my pastor? No. Okay. No, I actually am a Giant center. That's why I said front row. That's no, I'm pumped. That's so fun. I'm pumped that you were here. Oh, my goodness. That was so fun for me. That is my pastor. So clap again for Chuck. That was great, everybody. Oh man. That was also nerve-wracking for me because I helped him write those jokes. Boy, you ever had a secondhand bomb? But not tonight. Not tonight. We did good. Oh man. That's so fun. Not tonight. Tonight was good. I was nervous, y'all. That was very fun. Just like Chuck, I grew up black. I'm kidding. I'm the whitest person of all time. It's so weird, dude. I did grow up super Christian too. Like, so it's so weird. Like, there's so many like weird things Christian people do. You know, like I grew up in a home where like we never said Jesus was white. But it was implied. Like, there was a lot of velvet paintings of a dude that looked a lot like Jared Leto. You know? Like, of course Jesus wasn't white, you know? Like, he was born in the Middle East, you know? Like, maybe the whitest thing he ever did was, like, enjoy hummus. Like, it's crazy. I was 17 before I learned he wasn't even American. I was like, wait, who wrote the Constitution then? That's very silly. Christian people are weird, dude. Christian people are weird. I just met a lady last night that she told me she runs a business that makes cotton candy sculptures, and she got hired to make a cotton candy sculpture of Jesus. Yeah. Right? Yes. Yeah. I love that. I just love the idea of him being like, and this is my body. Catholics believe if you pray over that, it actually turns into that's very silly. It's fun. Oh man. I get to do jokes all over the place, man. This is true. Just a couple nights ago, I did jokes at Dayton Correctional Women's Prison. Yeah, and they were pumped just to have a dude. You know, they made me go through the metal detector, and they had to like. Everyone was watching me take my belt off. I was like, is this why I'm here? You know what? Maybe not for you guys, but if you haven't seen a dude in 10 years, I'm a catch. This is also 1000% true. Halfway through my set, about 20 people got up and left. While I was like, where else do you have to go in prison? What? But someone said it was pill call. They were all going to go get their meds, right? And I wanted them to come back so bad because I performed all over Ohio. It would not be my first time performing for people that are on pills. You know? So it's like hanging out with Blake. Guys, people like to ask me, Zach, where did you go to homeschool? Fun fact, I wasn't homeschooled. I just got the vibe. You know? I just walk into a Chick-fil-A and they're like, one of us. It's brutal, dude. I don't make chicken, but I'll pray for you. I don't know why people think I was homeschooled. Maybe just because I have, like, joy. You know? Like, I'm smiling too much. I'm trying to hold open automatic doors. You know? It's crazy, dude. Yeah, this is a good time to leave. He's gonna go get pills. Oh, that's very silly. I do get to travel to do this quite a bit. I've been traveling too much, man. I've been traveling too much. I've gotten pretty like wild behind the wheel of a car. Like, have you guys ever tried driving while eating ribs? That's not a mobile food, you know? I took one bite and the wheel wobbled a little bit. I was like, I don't know if this is how I want my body to be found. Because what do you put in the obituary of someone who died driving, eating ribs? You know, just rest in peace, Zachary Wyckoff. He died as he lived, alone and covered in barbecue sauce. My mom's just at the funeral like, I just want my baby back. That's so dumb. I'm just saying, I don't want people pouring out a bottle of Sweet Baby Ray's in my memory, you know? And pour some out for the homies. Sweet Baby Zax. It's silly, dude. It's weird. I'm like 29. I feel like I'm like falling behind a little bit, you know? Like, I don't know, I'm like 29 and single. Like, I know people my age that are just now starting on their second marriage. Yeah. Have you guys ever been lapped? Man, I'm falling behind and not getting picked. It's like gym class all over again. It's brutal. I'm 29. Everyone my age either has a baby or a podcast. It's weird, dude. And I'm not good at dating either. This is true. I just had an ex-girlfriend start dating a former NFL player. She has a type. That is true. She's one of these people who's like, I just want D1 babies, you know? I want D1 babies, and then I'll go get scholarships, you know? Here's the thing, you could have D1 babies with me, just as long as you count marching band. Yeah. She started dating an NFL player. She got flown out for the first date, dude. She got on a plane for the first date. I don't have flying out money. Even though I have this haircut that looks like I would corner you and talk to you about crypto, y'all laugh too hard at that. I don't have flying out money, dude. I have the kind of money where we're like on a date and you're like, hey, do you want to get a bird scooter? I'm like, I think we could walk it. Man, it does feel like I'm falling behind, man. Like, I don't know. I was thinking about it. Like, I feel like there's all these like things career-wise that I want to do, but I was thinking about it. I was like, well, the most famous person of all time was Jesus. And he didn't do anything until he was 30, you know? Do you think he just saw the big 3-0 coming up on the calendar and was just like, boy, I better start doing some stuff or my dad's gonna kill me. It's fun because he came back at the end. Guys, that's enough for me. I've been Zach Wyckoff. Oh man, you guys have been so much fun. I'm excited to bring up your next comic. He's all the way in from Charlotte. Everyone, please clap very loud for Mookie, everybody.
What's up, Go Bananas? What's up? Give it up for yourselves for coming out to the Pro-Am comedy show. Give it up for yourselves, because some of my friends wouldn't. I swear, I'm like, yeah, come to the Pro-Am comedy show. They're like, what's that? I'm like, Pro-Am, like professional amateur. He like, JV, nigga? He like, you a JV comedian? I'm like, nah, man, he like, who all gonna be there? I'm like, nigga, me, nigga. Me. Black people always want to know something, man. Give it up for everybody that came out to support me, all these black faces in the crowd. Most of them belong to me. Got my brother with the good credit in the building, y'all. Good credit is important. Good credit is important, I swear to God, man. You'll be like my boy at the grocery store. He's in there ready to fight the cash register, the whole customer service. Because he got denied for a Kroger Plus card. Like, what the fuck you mean I can't get no groceries? He's ready to fight the whole staff in there, man. That's why good credit is important, man. It's a conservative crowd. I like this. I'm gonna teach y'all something about black people tonight, y'all. Black people, like, we know all the essence of being cool. We know how to walk it. We know how to talk it. We ain't even gotta try hard to do it. It's just in us. It's in our DNA. But you gotta be careful, because there's some slick talking black people out here. They know how to fake being sophisticated. Like they just like reverse the words, everything you ask them and stuff. Like you'll ask the next comedian to come up here, like, what's your creative process? And black people gonna be like, man, you know what? I ain't even got no creative process. I just process things creatively. Black people be like, oh! Whole time this nigga ain't even say shit. Whole time. Remember back in the day when we used to be fighting for civil rights and shit? We be like, by the way, brother, we ain't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. Black people was like, oh! Whole time you ain't even say shit. The black church, the black pastor, he done did it to us too. Black people, we've been bamboozled our whole life. We go to black church, what's the first thing to do, the pastor do before he get on stage? She be like this. Before I start today's sermon, I just want to let y'all know God is good all the time. The whole congregation get ignorant. They say with him, and all the time, God is good. They start praying. Whole time he ain't even say shit. Look it up. Any Muslims in the building tonight? Any Muslims? Assalamu alaikum, my brother. He ain't even say shit. Nah, man, I love black people, man. I almost got into one at motherfucking Chipotle on my way up here, y'all. I swear, listen, y'all, he was high. I'm gonna tell y'all how I know he was high. Cause he was rapping the hell out my burrito. He was rolling my shit. He pearled my burrito. I said, nigga, you lick my motherfucking burrito down. He like, my bad, cuz, like, my bad, my ass, motherfucker. Lick my motherfucking burrito. I love black people, man. Nah. There's only one other, I don't like doing politics jokes, so this is the only one I'm gonna do, man. There's only one other group of people that should be like protesting and like politicking like black people, y'all. You feel me? And I'm gonna get y'all, besides the LGBT community, because they've been oppressed too. But I say it's one other group of people who should be like that. And I'm gonna get y'all a hint, it's the M-words. Who can guess that? The M-words. Anybody can guess what those is? The M-words? The Mexicans? Good guess. The midgets. I feel like they should also have like an equal rights opportunity, because listen, wouldn't that be a good sight to see? Because they don't got all the rights like us. I can see it right now, to be a little rally going on right now, they'll be out there like, little lives matter, little lives matter, little lives matter. The news people be out like, it seems to be a little rally going on. What seems to be the problem? He like, you know what? We tired of being overlooked and we tired of being shortchanged. We need more equal opportunities. We need more little politicians. We need more little police officers. We need more. I can see it going on right now, man. That's the only other group of people that I feel like can be protesting like black people. But I see myself getting a light, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Y'all gonna bring my next comedian up. Go ahead and give it up for the next comedian, my boy, Ryan Singer.
Keep it going for Mookie, everybody. Charlotte! I was just in Charlotte on Saturday, and I've never had more diarrhea in my life. I love that town. Did I start weird? Yeah. Okay. Am I getting older or bathtubs getting slippier? What the fuck is happening? Am I losing my footprints? What the fuck? Like when I was a kid, I was in the tub doing whatever I wanted, you know what I mean? Walking on walls, dancing, closing my eyes, spinning around. Now I look like a baby horse has been born. Every time. It's all that conditioner I'm using to jerk off, you know what I mean? It makes it. Okay, sorry. Sorry, what a night. What a night tonight's been. I've just been in the back marveling at the wonder of being alive. And I gotta tell you, you're letting your laugh loose, and I love it. This is a very vocal crowd. I'm enjoying it. Too many people make their giggle go through the gauntlet. Not you motherfuckers. You're just letting it loose, you know what I mean? I love every kind of laugh. I don't know if anyone in here is embarrassed of their laugh, but I'm here to tell you, no one should be embarrassed of their laugh. Every laugh is beautiful. Some of my favorite laughs, probably my all-time favorite laugh, is the guy who didn't want to laugh, but you made him laugh anyway. It's the guy who's just like, ah! It's like, got you, motherfucker, got you. I love the helium tank laugh, the very high-pitched laugh. It's like, love that laugh. I love the nitrous tank laugh, the close cousin of the helium tank laugh. Love that. Oh, one of my favorite laughs is the laugh that might have been a sneeze, might have been a laugh, you don't really know, like, oh! It's like, whoa, God bless you, or we tell jokes, like, what the fuck happened? God, it's good to be alive. I grew up in Dayton, Ohio. We got some 937 in the house. Okay, very nice. You know, I grew up in Dayton where I didn't know primer wasn't a color of car until I moved away. I was like a car in primer, please. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Anyway. I got to see my mom. My mom is great. My mom is 72 years old. She's a white woman, obviously. She's conservative, and her name is Karen. And true story. And I remember a few years ago when the world decided that Karen was a bad word, my mom just fucking leaned into it. You know? She's like, if they're gonna make my name a bad word, I'll be patient zero Karen. If anyone looks like a snowflake, I'm flipping them the bird. You know what I mean? She got like a Carson Tucker teardrop tattoo on her face. I wanna see your manager. I'm like, you are my mom, you are my manager. Why did I raise a cock then? You know? That's a good question, you know. I think, you know, if you've ever watched pornography, I'm here to tell you, you're a little bit cucky, and it's okay. We just, you know, you're in a dark room by yourself, watching other people have sex, you know, pleasuring yourself. We're all a little bit cucky. It's okay. It's time to take the word back, you know. Try and take the word back. Yeah, I'm a stupid guy, though, too. I'm pretty stupid. Like, I don't know how things work, because there's so much marvelous technology in the world. There's no way that we can understand how everything works. We don't have the time or the energy to learn. So my brain will put the pieces together without me realizing it, right? And then later I'm describing how I think something works. And that's when I realize just how dumb I am. A friend of mine was at my apartment, and he's like, hey, listen, man, I know it's late, but I'm getting sleepy. Can you make a pot of coffee? I was like, dude, I love getting jacked up. Let's do it. 5 o'clock, I'll get a pot of coffee going, but it's gonna take about 20 minutes because my coffee maker, my drip machine's a little old. So it's gonna take about 20 minutes for the water to evaporate before we have coffee. And he goes, oh, I'm sorry, did you say it's gonna take about 20 minutes for the water to evaporate? And I go, yeah, let me explain it to you. It's a coffee maker. So I pour coffee into the back of it, I hit the button, it gets super hot, it boils, it evaporates, travels up the back of my coffee maker like a cloud, and then I guess it re-evaporates, I don't know the word, and then it rains over the coffee grinds, caffeine into my coffee cup, and that's called coffee. And he goes, I'm sorry, you think your water evaporates inside your coffee maker? You know you just hit the button and it gets warmed up. Are you stupid? And I was like, oh, am I stupid or just whimsical, Chad? Which world do you want to live in? You know what I mean? You have to ask yourself that question. Do you want to live in a world where you have a stupid coffee maker on your kitchen counter, you pour in the bland water, you hit the dumb button, the mechanism warms it up, blah, 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 coffee, coffee, work, work, work? Or do you want to live in a world where you have a magical device on your kitchen countertop, and inside that device there's a miniature DMT elf using a hand-cranked water mill, passing the elixir of life through an interdimensional prism, and when it reaches the other side of that portal, there's a woodland fairy reading an ancient spell from a grimoire. And as soon as the elixir known as caffeine is extracted from the crushed bean, you will feel truly alive. But be very careful, because it's very strong. But it only lasts for 15 minutes. So don't forget to wear your diaper, Donnie. It's like, who the fuck is Donnie? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who Donnie is. Never has. Okay, I think we've gotten there. We've gotten to the energy of the room that I really like. I just got to tell you, maybe I'll have a beer. I don't drink too much. I don't like to get drunk anymore. I'm worried because my mom's kind of a wino, and people are like, why don't you get drunk? And I'm like, well, the real reason I don't get drunk is because I'm worried I'll find out I'm a conservative. And I'm sorry, but I mean, you've never heard a blackout drunk yelling liberal ideologies. You know? It's like someone's really hammered, like, I gotta fucking say it, man. Ain't nobody out here saying this shit. Everybody should have free fucking health care, man. I don't care, I'm gonna say it, man. You know what? I don't care how I feel tomorrow. You are a beautiful friends are like, bro, you gotta stop drinking so much. I was like, oh, what happened, man? Did I say some crazy stuff? He's like, yeah, you were saying that like women shouldn't be circumcised. It was wild, dude. I was like, well, I gotta stop drinking. Okay, you guys have been fun. Let's keep this show going. My name's Ryan. You're a great crowd. Welcome to the stage. Keep the noise. Make it loud for Darren Moore, everybody. Let's go.
All right, go bananas. Let's give it up for Ryan Singer one more time. Yes, clearly addicted to coffee. I know what you guys are thinking. You guys are thinking that I am 6 face tattoos and a beard away from looking like Jelly Roll. And you'd be correct. That's because we are taking over, you skinny fucks. Yeah. Taking over what? I don't know, but that's how mass works. We get fatter, we take up more space. We're coming for your airplane seats. Yes, I hear the complaints. I learned something the other day on TikTok that blew my mind. And no, it wasn't some crazy dance. I don't know why the hell I just did that. That was for you, Della. I learned that a woman's clit never stops growing. Ma'am, I didn't mean to make eye contact with you. It just keeps growing and growing and fucking growing. This would explain why my grandma and your grandma always has a smile on her face when you go see her. Come on in, sit on grandma's lap, ain't that right? She ain't happy to see you. She's about to climax. I apologize, sir. Hey, and whatever we do, let's not let Ron DeSantis find this information out. He's going to be banning clits in Florida. I can see it now. If your grandma's got a big clit, it's about to get clipped. And if your grandpa's dick is the third of the size of your grandma's clit, it's getting clipped. I'm pretty sure we're going to be boycotting clits in Florida. I think that's what they're going to be doing. But that word boycotting is a weird word. Where the fuck did it come from? Boycotting? To me, it sounds like a menu option at a Jeffrey Epstein sex party. It's pretty gross. I'll take the boycotting with the side of gravy and the Diet Coke, please. That was my Bill Gates impression, by the way. I'm gonna touch on the clit because I love to touch on the clits. Again, there are 2 different ways to say the word clit. The first way to say clit is clitoris. This sounds like a gladiator about to go fight to the death. This is clitoris. You don't want to rub that the wrong way. The second way to say clit is clitoris. This sounds like a baby dinosaur. I can hear it now. Coming soon to a theater near you. Jurassic Park 69. The clitoris. It just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. That is my time. That was fucking great. Let's give it up for Sam Milazzo.
What's up, Go Bananas? Dude, I think the lady with the free drugs left. Liar? What the hell? I was gonna talk to her after I was done working. Oh, you're right there. After I'm done working? Okay. Just kidding, I'm Christian. I'm gonna clarify that with you guys. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I went to my family reunion a few weeks ago. I saw my sister there. She has 2 babies, my 2 nephews, but she won't let me hold the second child because I dropped her first kid on its head. Yeah, now he has to wait another year before he can start preschool. Jeez, guess I should have gotten him some ice. Or like ibuprofen. Do they make ibuprofen for babies? Yeah. Guess I'll be prepared next time, right? Or not. Maybe I won't see my sister's kid again. Who knows? Guys, have you heard of, speaking of babies, have you heard of the rapper Lil Baby? We familiar with that gentleman? I think it would be funny when he's an older guy, he changes his name to Big Baby, right? Then all of his branding can be like, come on guys, I'm not a little baby anymore. I'm not messing around. I like wonder if Lil Baby's friends make fun of him, like while they're hanging out. Like he goes into the recording studio and they're like, it's the Lil Baby. Do you need your pacifier again today? Lil Baby would probably beat me up if he like heard me talking smack about him, right? Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. I've also I've been working on my relationship with my dad. Not like a kissing relationship. I don't kiss my dad. Anyway, I went to church on Easter with him, and after the service, he pulled me aside and he goes, "Hey Sam, you seem a little out of it. Have you been smoking weed?" And I was like, "How do you think I get through church, dude? The priest is dressed like a wizard, and I gotta listen to him talk for an hour." He was like, "I don't understand you, man. Smoking weed all the time." And I was like, "Well, no one understands why you watch Andy Griffith every fucking day." Different strokes for different folks. Right, my guy? You said you wanted to sit in the front. Are you having a good time? Hell yeah, hell yeah. I've also been working on my dating life with women. To clarify. It was actually going pretty well with this one girl, but one day she texted me. She goes, "Hey Sam, just wanted to let you know I'm not looking for anything serious." And I was like, "Hey lady, I have no car insurance and I eat McDonald's for breakfast. I think I'm perfect for you, babe." She broke up with me. And I cried like a little baby. I went, "Wah, whose boobs can I suck on now?" Jeez. I think me and Lil Baby could be friends. We have some stuff in common. I act like a little baby sometimes. You get it. Guys, let me wrap up on this one. Not a whole lot else has been going on. I downloaded the dating apps again. Tinder, Hinge, Bumble. We're all familiar with those. I think it's so funny when I get a like on a dating app. The app says, "Great news, Sam. Someone's interested in you." And I'm like, "Oh, that's awesome. I might have a date with a beautiful woman." And then I see the girl who liked me, and I'm like, "Oh my God, that's my cousin." I knew she was into me. All 25 years, I knew she was into me, dude. Right on, guys. Thanks for coming out tonight. And let's hear it for your next comedian, Alex Schubert.
Sam Milazzo, everyone! Give it up for Sam Milazzo! Hell yeah, dude. I'm getting older myself. I just turned 31 a couple weeks ago. Sure. I'm at the age where a lot of my friends are starting to have kids. Wow, good start, Tubes. My friend, she made this big Facebook post. She just had a kid. She made this big Facebook post. The first line said, "This is little Riley. She's our little miracle." But the next line down, I swear to God, said, "And she's sassy like her mommy." How do you know that? She is 33 minutes old. How do you know she's sassy? Did she come out of the womb and immediately start talking shit? Like, did she come out of the, was her dad holding her and she looked up like, "Dad, I love you, but you cut an umbilical cord like a bitch." You know that, right? I'm a sassy baby. That's like my favorite joke to do. It's so dumb. I'm kind of an awkward guy. I just found out recently that I have ADHD. Yeah. Sure, hot. It's great. Sure. It's great because now that I know this, I can work on its negative symptoms. Like one thing I struggle with is focusing, and I can improve that by taking Adderall. Yeah. We also found we also struggle with financial stability, and I can improve that by selling Adderall. It's great. Yeah, if you want to talk about extremely organized crime, we cannot stop organizing. It's wild. I did just begin taking Adderall about a month ago. I was talking to my psychiatrist about it, and my psychiatrist said that not only does Adderall increase focus, but it's also an appetite suppressant, which means that people that take Adderall experience weight loss. I was like, wow, can it solve all of my problems? It's like, next thing I know, Adderall also gets rid of back hair and makes me good at crowd work. Hell yeah. You two having fun tonight? Yeah. Fuck yeah. Crowd work. Check. Nailed it. This is a brand new one. I can't believe I'm trying it right now. But we're going to go for it. I love stand-up because it's great. Because like we see, brand new, told you. It's great because we as comedians get to like deconstruct the world, and we get to answer and ask questions about the world. Like here's one thing I've been thinking about recently. Does anyone know anyone who has slept with their landlord to pay rent? Is that a real thing or just something important? I have no idea. Is that a real thing? Maybe not. Yeah? Oh, I don't know. Maybe they're paying. Who knows? Like some people are like, my rent costs me an arm and a leg. Meanwhile, she's like, well, my rent costs me a hand and a mouth. So, yeah. See, gotta know. That's all right. I was kind of dumb as a kid. Like, I used to watch Reds games as a kid, and I don't remember the games a lot because the team sucked. I mainly remember the commercials. Like, I used to watch this commercial for Hungry Man Dinner all the time, like these macho TV dinners. That's all I wanted to eat for like 3 months. Because every Hungry Man commercial was like, listen, butt cheeks. You can't crush puss on an empty stomach, can ya? So go to the grocery store, get a Salisbury steak that's the size of a Frisbee, eat it, and go down on your girl. I was like, I'm 12. I don't know what any of that means. But you sound cool. That's a weird joke to tell when also my pastor is in the crowd tonight. Nah, I'm not sexy. I'm working on that. Like when it comes to dirty talk, I only have 2 lines. Do you like that? And are you sure? That's all I got. Very helpful to get me out of a lot of jams. Like Sam, I'm trying to get out there in the dating world. I was talking to a buddy of mine a while back about a girl I had a thing for. I was like, man, that girl's super cute. And responded to that by saying, oh, that girl, she only dates black guys. And when he said that, I backed off instantly. It's not that I have a problem with that. I just know that if you're a girl that dates exclusively black guys, I'm not going to be the white guy that's going to change your mind on that. Yeah, you know what they say. Once you go black, Alex Schubert's going to make sure you stay right where you are. Yeah, I'll do one more. I'll get out of here because that was supposed to be my closer. And didn't do well. I do go dating. Like one night a while back, I went on a date with a Bengals cheerleader. I did, that was pretty cool. And the date was going great until I got super nervous. And I spilled water all over his tiger costume. So, there it is. I'm Alex. Thank you guys so much. And coming next to the stage, he's a former winner of the Funniest Person in Cincinnati contest. Please give it up for Mr. David Chimasoro.
Hey, go Bananas, how we doing tonight? How you guys doing? Yeah, you guys having fun? Guys having fun? A lot of weird energy tonight, right? Yeah. Oh my God. What's the through line of the evening? Bad. Very bad. Give it up. Let's seriously give it up for everybody who's seen tonight. Like it's like stand-up comedy is not like an easy thing to do. It's not a lot of like first timers. Like man, Darren was hilarious. Darren said clitoris a lot. Like a lot. He said clitoris as many times as Chuck said church. Oh man. All right. Let's try some jokes. All right. Let's do some jokes. So Snoop Dogg is on LinkedIn now. Yeah, Snoop Dogg is on LinkedIn. Like, my nigga, you have every job. It's a recession, okay? Like, save some for us. He posted on LinkedIn like something like motivational or whatever, and then some dude in the comment section was like, "For shizzle, Snoop," and I was like, "Oh my god." Obvious like nerdism aside, like, do you know how impressive it is to be the whitest dude on LinkedIn? I like that one. Let's see. I started watching a documentary on goats. I was chilling. Had some time. I've been unemployed for a while, so I was like, I'm watching a documentary on goats. And goats are actually very fascinating animals. So goats, because they're a workhorse animal, they have to basically be bred over and over again, because as a workhorse animal, they are essential to the survival of particularly a lot of like ranch hens that are good for meat. They're very, very versatile animals, so they have to breed them a whole lot. And because they breed goats so much, the male of the species is known as they are biologically promiscuous. They're biologically promiscuous. And because male goats are biologically promiscuous, they actually develop a very distant relationship with their kids. And they have a very, very specific term, a specific scientific term for when a goat doesn't want to see their kid. It's called a Tom Brady. Just kidding, it's a Chuck Mingo, I'm just kidding. It's like, nah, that was a long walk for a pun. Let's see. I am a really big fan of movies. I like movies a lot. But I love like movie trivia. And so like as a person that loves movie trivia, here's like one of my favorite little facts. Has anybody ever seen the movie The Curious Case of Benjamin Button at all? Has anybody ever seen it? Yeah, it's a pretty great movie. So the original star of that movie was actually going to be Leonardo DiCaprio, which is very fascinating, but he actually backed out of the project when he found out it wasn't a movie about a woman who aged backwards, and he was like, I'm out. I'm trying new stuff by myself. Let's see. It's like a little church crowd. We'll do a little. We'll do a little trivia. Like, did you know that Cincinnati once had a neighborhood called Little Africa? Cincinnati racist? No. Yeah, there was. I know you're all thinking it's one of the. It's not Avondale. Oh, you're all thinking it. Yeah, Cincinnati had a neighborhood called Little Africa. Does anybody want to guess what neighborhood it is? Nope. No. The Little Africa, the new name for the neighborhood once known as Little Africa is the Banks. The Banks were once known as Little Africa, which is kind of crazy. Like, I guess a bunch of Jewish people moved in. Get it? It's a little Africa. That was dumb. I will say, all right, I've been to Israel before. I did get to go to Israel for a work trip, and it was pretty cool. And I have to say, the shawarma is to be crucified for. I saw another black dude when I was there, and I was like, oh my God, is that Kyrie? Like half the room is into this, half the room is just like, what the fuck? All right, that's been my time, everybody. Thank you, guys. All right, now give it up for your next comic. Give it up for the very funny Jake Duran, everybody.
David Chimasaro, everybody, keep it going. Hey guys, hi. I'm an anxious person. I have anxiety. Anxiety is like a really hard thing to explain to people who don't have it. right? Because you sound insane. You're like, yeah, there's this little voice in my head that's like, it's not gonna work out and everyone hates you. That sounds crazy, right? But I figured it out. Does anyone, clap if you know the song Roses by Outkast. There's my dirty south. All right, there we are. Yeah, dude, so I heard the clean version of that song the other day, and everybody who knows it, right, like at the end, he's like, crazy bitch, dirty bitch. But like, if you listen to the clean version, he's just like, crazy. Stupid. Crazy. And I'm like, dude, I don't know. I've heard this song a million times every single day. Like, crazy. Stupid. Everyone hates you. Big boy, what? Don't say that. That's fun. Yeah. Yeah. I just saw the Barbie movie not too long ago. Yeah, the Barbie movie was great. Dude, it was like the white woman's color purple. Dude, it was great. The color pink, man. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. But it kind of got ruined for me, like on the way out. Like I was walking out, and this dude in front of me and my girlfriend was like, "That was pretty good, but I think they should make the next one about Ken." I'm like, dude, have you never seen another movie? They're all about Ken, dude. That's like walking out of Black Panther and being like, that was pretty neat, but I hope they include a lot of white folks in the next one, you know? It's like, you missed the point, dude. What else is going on? I was just a groomsman in my best friend's wedding, which was very cool. Yeah, I'm glad nobody clapped because I thought it was gonna be this really cool experience, and it turns out all being a groomsman in is day drinking and a suit. And moving chairs. Like, that's all it is. I did get my first pair of tailored pants, though, for this wedding. And let me tell you, as somebody who's built like an ice cream cone, felt pretty good, dude. For the first, I never really got twerking, right? I just didn't understand it until I put those pants on. And then I was like, yeah, dude, that looks like a second helping at Thanksgiving, dude. That's just nothing but yams. Yeah, dude, it was great. The wedding was in Toledo. If you have plans to go to Toledo, don't do it. Don't do it. It was not fun. But I knew I'd be spending some time there, so I like looked up some facts about the place, like interesting things about Toledo, because I knew I'd have some days to kill. And these are actual facts you can look up on the City of Toledo's website. The first one was Toledo enjoys 4 seasons. And not the hotel, dude. I'm talking about like summer, fall, you guys know them. Yeah. It's like, dude, that's not a fact about Toledo. That's just like a fact about being a place. You can't just be like, yeah, I'm from Ohio. We have the sun, you know? Like, you can't say that. The next one was Toledo is known as the Glass City because glass is a big part of the city's past. And like, dude, you take one look at the faces of people from Toledo and you're like, I think glass is gonna be a big part of their future too, dude, because there is nothing else to do here. Yeah. The most interesting fact, though, is that Toledo is the home of the Marco's Pizza College. It's crazy, right? Like, who knew that there was a college for that? It's where Marco's Pizza finally combs through their overworked and underpaid employees to find out who's the best of the best at capitalism. You know what I mean? Like, imagine being the first person in your family to get a pepperoni degree. You know what I mean? Like, what would you major in at Marco's Pizza College, dude? I feel like I would major in history, like ancient history, dating all the way back to 1000 BC. Now that's before crust, right? All the way to now, VAD, that's after delivery. Yeah, dude. Saw what I did there. But yeah, dude, I feel like the only thing that's worse that being accepted to Marco's Pizza College is dropping out of Marco's Pizza College? It's like, what do you say to your loved ones when you drop out? You're like, I don't know, man. It's just too much sauce. In fact, I got lost. I got lost in the sauce. I couldn't handle it, dude. Yeah, dude. But that's been my time, guys. Thank you so much for having me. And give it up for the very funny Jeremy Johnston.
Keep it going for Jake, everybody, huh? I've never owned anything cool, but I'm proud to say I'm now the owner of a pair of Air Jordans. That's right, 2 twin-size air mattresses with Michael Jordan sheets. It's pretty nice. I do have Crohn's, that's something I own, I guess. It's not as cool as like having a dog, you know, or whatever, but there's a reason to stay home more, you know, and maybe take a plastic bag out with you when you go for a walk. It's always a good idea. Do you guys remember Heelys? Yeah. I remember when I was a kid, I wanted those so bad. I thought it was going to be so cool. And then when I finally got them, my mom made me wear a helmet the entire time. I'm going to be honest, not the exact vibe I was going for. Because no one could see the skates in my shoes. So I'd just be out in public and I'd catch these confused glares and I'd be like, no, there's wheels in my shoes. People would just be like, sure, they're our champ. I believe in you. Go get 'em. I had a really awkward childhood. I blame a lot of it on I was sent to Catholic high school, which is Catholic high school is a very weird concept to me. I feel like someone's like, hey man, do you know how we get kids to hate school even more? And someone was like, I don't know, why don't we try getting the church involved or some shit? Because when I was 16, a girl in my class got pregnant, which was not good. She wasn't ready. But, well, it's true. I don't know. But she decided to keep the baby for religious reasons. But then the school decided to get rid of her also for religious reasons. Which seems like a really mixed message to send to a young woman. It's like, hey, if you have a baby, you better keep it the fuck away from us. Get that shit out of here, dog. What are you doing? Crazy. Good, I'm glad that church people fucking left, because I get to gobble all the donuts and coffee after this. That's what we're doing, right? Fuck them. They made me sit through 45 minutes of them singing a song about the same guy. They couldn't sit through 20 minutes of this? All right, I've gone too far. All right, I've gone too far. No, my mom does like to pray every day, though, and I don't want to kink shame or nothing, but it's really weird to me. It feels like stalking, all right? Like, think about it. You're just leaving a bunch of unanswered messages on God's answering machine. It's just like, beep, hey, I know you care about me even though you've never shown it in any way ever. I think I felt your presence when I stopped by your house earlier today. I found a picture of your son. I put it on my mantle. He's very beautiful. I love him too. I know one day we're all going to be together forever. Where are my fat people at, huh? Yeah, don't make me point, because I could. I could just ruin someone's self-esteem right now with my finger. No, I have a lot of healthy friends, and it sucks, dude. My life is... Oh, I have this vegetarian friend. He's really annoying. He's always saying things to me like, how does it feel to take a life for just one meal? I'm like, what? Why are you rhyming? What is this? And if I'm being honest, it's not like the animals aren't also killing me, you know what I mean? It's just gonna take more of them, because I'm like a man, I guess? I don't know. But why don't we word it like that? Why not instead of like, hey, Jeremy died of a heart attack, why not, hey, what took out Jeremy? 200 cattle. Damn, was he a strong man? Not around cheeseburgers. But he's always like, no, man, if you see this documentary of where your meat comes from, you won't want to eat it. And I'm just like, yeah, but I think you could do that with anything, because like, I love my girlfriend, but if you show me where she came from before me, I wouldn't want to eat her either, you know what I mean? All right, well, I'm going to end it there. Fuck you guys. Please make a lot of noise for the very last comic of the evening, the very funny Dick Dickerson.
Let me get some more energy, y'all. Let me feel something in this fine pocket, man. Y'all all right? I'm gonna let y'all know something right now. I'm not high. I just look like this. Cause I'm a pull-out baby. See, what happened was my dad tried to pull out, piece of sperm got cut off. So I don't got all the muscles in my eyes to keep them open like y'all. Fuck y'all, I'm not slow, I just look like this. And the shit been following me my whole life, y'all, in situations where it shouldn't happen, y'all. Like, I remember I was in high school and I hurt my leg playing football, so I came back to school the next day limping. And I was trying to go to one of the regular classrooms, and the teacher grabbed me and said, no, 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 wrong way. Gonna take me to the special ed room, and I'm like, shit, this is where I belong. I look like everybody else in here. They put you in the locker too. But for real, man, all my life, man. That shit's crazy. I remember when I first met my girl, I told her I had a lisp. And she was like, oh, well, can you say millennium? I said, bitch, I said I had a lisp. I didn't say I was slow. For real, man. I used to work at Walmart. I'm gonna let y'all know something about Walmart. They only got two type of greeters. They either a little elderly or they a little slow. One day they was like, Dick, we short, we need to go up front and greet. Now I know I ain't old. So y'all want me to be the slow one for today, standing at the front door talking something, hi, welcome to Walmart. Welcome to Walmart. Girls looking at me like, girl, he thirsty as hell. Like, bitch, this is my job. I'm supposed to see how you doing. For real, man. I remember the first time they had me go relieve the door greeter. He was in one of them wheelchairs strapped in and shit with the little hand thing and like, you know, one of them. And I was like, sir, I come to relieve you for break. He's like, you come to relieve me? I was like, hell yeah, this motherfucker just gets out the wheelchair and walks to the break room. I was like, you can do that? So you know what I'm saying? I'm standing there doing my little, you know, I'm doing my little shit. You know, I'm sick of this shit. I'm like, shit, the wheelchair sitting there, wheelchair looking at me. I'm looking at the wheelchair. I'm gonna go ahead and sit my ass down in that motherfucker. Put my Cash App sign on the side of that bitch. Cock my neck to the side. Welcome to Walmart. Hey, listen, one of my old special ed teacher came up to, she's like, get your ass out of that shit. I just turned it to the back and said, rollbacks all day. I made some money that day for real though. And I think people should name their kids the right thing, y'all. My name is Dick. Like, okay, the real name is Richard, but it's still, like, the nickname for Richard is Dick. That's fucked up. Because I don't think my mom and dad thought that shit out right. Because my daddy named Dick, too, so they call him Big Dick. They try to fuck around and call me Lil Dick. It was Lil Dick or Lil Richard, either way it go, I lost. Did y'all know Lil Richard's last name was Penniman? That's it, that's all I had to say about that. It makes sense. And then if I keep the legacy going on, they're gonna call my son Baby Dick. My name don't go well in conversations neither. Like what if I was selling dope and I fell off? You know, they'd be like, you know that boy Dick fell off, right? Fucking with that white girl. The white girl is drugs, if you didn't know that. I just wanted to let you know. And you'd be like, why would he be a problem with him fucking with a white girl? Tiger did it. I don't know. That's what it is. I don't know, man. This is a good night, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all laughing and shit. I remember, comedy is not easy, y'all. Give it up for everybody that came up today. It's not easy, y'all. I remember when I first started comedy, I was telling my jokes. I was like, dick this, dick that. And I thought they was laughing. And they started shaking their keys. I said, oh yeah, I'm going crazy. They said, no, that means get in your car and go home. But I made it! Yeah. Fucking doing it, man. This is what life is all about sometimes without a job. I don't know. It's terrible without a job, y'all. But I hate going to get a job because I can't never pass the drug test. You know what I'm saying? When that last, you know, they tell you, go get you some fake piss. So I went and got, you know what I'm saying, my little nephew piss, put it inside a condom, tied it up like they said. But when you get there and you go take the drug test, they didn't tell me how to get the piss out the condom. And I needed this job. So I just held that bitch tight and bit the tip out of her. Hey! I missed the whole cup. I had a pissy day, yo. I did, man. And one more thing before I get up out of here. I'd like to be a vessel message to people. Ladies, suck your man's dick. Suck your man's dick, for real. I like my dick sucked. But I done had that shit go wrong on me before. She was giving me the neck rotation. I don't know how it go. Why y'all looking at me like that? She was just giving me the neck rotation. I'm like, ooh, I'm about to come. She's like, you about to come? I said, hell yeah. This bitch pulls my dick out her mouth and points it towards me. Now, I seen the cum coming, but I was stuck in my happy position, you know? I couldn't get the fuck out the way, and the shit hit me all in the face, y'all. My skin been clear ever since. My name is Dick Dickerson. Thank you for your time.
Dick Dickerson, ladies and gentlemen, let him hear one more time. All right, do we have a good time tonight? All right, well, guess what? The fun doesn't have to end. You can head on over to Bell and Bear, have a couple of more drinks. Give it up one more time for everybody you've seen tonight. I'm Phil Pointer. I love y'all back.